Hey everyone, welcome back to another session. In today's class, we are going to learn how to draw the heart of the frog. Now, it looks a little complicated, but trust me, I'll tell you step by step how to make it easier one. And this is super important with respect to the board exam because this is the most repeated question of the board exam. So let's begin our drawing. बेसिकली फर्स्ट हम एक आउटलाइन बना लेंगे दैट वी विल बी डूइंग इन 10th स्टैंडर्ड में भी हम करते आते थे ना जस्ट लाइक आवर हार्ट वी विल बी ड्राइंग द outline for it, okay, just to represent the auricle and the ventricle. Now we know that the two atrium will be present over here and one ventricle will be present. So let's first draw the atrium. Okay, so here I'm drawing the right atrium. Okay, this is just a rough picture for you to understand how I have drawn this. You can just follow this one to draw in your diagram. Sorry, draw in your exam. Okay, so this is your right atrium, and here also you can see the right atrium. So, ma'am, can I say that the two right atrium will be there? Not like that. This is just to show the conus arteriosus. Now, you must have studied in your theory. We have two extra things, that is sinus venosus and conus arteriosus. So, sinus venosus I have not mentioned over here because it will be present dorsally to the heart, and conus venosus will be present on the ventral side of the ventricle, right, which is attached to the ventricle and present on the ventral side of the heart. So this is the ventral view of the heart where you can see the conus arteriosus, but you are unable to see the sinus. So just to represent the conus arteriosus, you can see the division between right atrium, but as such there won't be any division. Okay, so drawing mein aisa hai. Okay, let me draw the another, and this will be of little B shape. Okay, now why B shape, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is again your right atrium. Now let's draw the left atrium. This is going to be your left atrium. Okay, this is your left atrium. So we are done with the atrium. Now in between here you can see in the picture conus arteriosus is there. So let's draw the conus arteriosus which is attached to the ventricle. Okay, so सबसे पहले conus arteriosus draw करेंगे. Now this one which I am drawing now, this is nothing but the septa. What is septa? Which will be dividing. So lots of septa will be present, but for your class, your standard, it is not required for us to learn about the septa. Okay, so septa बना दिया, and this whole blue color one which you can see, this is nothing but your conus arteriosus. Okay, what is this sharp one? This is nothing but the septa, okay, which is dividing the conus arteriosus. Now यहाँ पे conus arteriosus, as I told you, it will be attached to the ventricle. So let me draw the ventricle over here. This you can see it is not smooth, lots of ridges will be there to form fissure. Okay, to form fissure, depth will be there. Okay, now chordae tendineae and papillary muscle, all those things will be there, but abhi aapko padhne ka zarurat nahi hai. Okay, now here you can see the sharp thing which is nothing but the chordae tendineae. Okay, which is nothing but the chordae tendineae. Okay, now so this was all about the diagram. This is what? This is your ventricle. This is your ventricle. If you want, you can mention chordae tendineae. If you don't want, completely your wish, not compulsory for you. Okay, now we know that right atrium se blood will enter into the ventricle, left atrium se blood will enter into the ventricle, but right atrium mein how blood is going to enter? We have studied about the precaval, that means, sorry, we have studied about the precaval and we have studied about the postcaval. Okay, precaval is going to bring deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. Postcaval is going to bring deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body. So upper part of the body, say right side ko right precaval, you can see over here right precaval, and left side ko left precaval will be present. So here you have left precaval. Okay, now where is the post precaval? Down you can see that is nothing but your post precaval. Okay, so I hope this much will be clear. Now there are some openings. Okay, before that let me just tell you. Okay, from conus arteriosus what will happen? The blood will be moved out. The blood will be moved out. I forgot to draw arrow over here, but you should draw. Okay, let me just mention it over here. So blood is going to enter here, blood is going to enter here. Okay, postcaval maybe blood is going to enter, it is not going to come out, right? Now ventricle say from conus arteriosus blood has to move out. How blood will be moving out? There will be the formation of two aortic arches. Okay, there will be the formation of two aortic arches. Okay, so this white color one which you can see, this is nothing but your aortic arch. ऊपर नहीं जा रहा. Okay, fine. This is nothing but your aortic arch. ठीक है, यहाँ पे just फर्दर एक डिवीजन करके दिखाया गया है कि सी आउटसाइड से यू विल सी लाइक दिस, completely like this. Okay, internal division will be there, that is this one white one which I am drawing. ठीक है, this is the internal division. Okay, what is this division? Nothing but your aortic arch का formation हो रहा है. ठीक है, so this is the external vision which you will see like this. But if I want to divide this aortic arch, how will I divide? So the upper one I have, that is the carotid artery. Okay, we have already studied three arches will be there: carotid arch, systematic arch, and pulmocutaneous arch, right? So the first one will be carotid arch, and the second one, the second one would be your systematic arch, and the third one would be your pulmocutaneous arch. Ma'am, will this arch won't be present at the another side, or it is not present on the another aortic arch? Of course it is present. So एक में आपको क्या दिखा है? Externally the vision will be like this. Externally आपको division नहीं दिखेगा. How is the division? Division is present inside. So this one is the internal one and this one is the external one. So here also you can see the first carotid arch, then you have a systemic arch, and then you have a pulmocutaneous arch. Okay, so this was all about the structure of the heart. Am I missing? I'm missing this opening of. Now we know that ki left atrium में blood will be coming from the lungs, that the purified oxygenated blood will be coming from the lungs. So there will be the opening of pulmonary vein. Okay, pulmonary vein. How this oxygenated blood is coming from the lungs? It is coming through the pulmonary vein. So opening of the arch will be there, that is opening of the pulmonary vein will be present in the left atrium. Now this one which you can see here class, little B shape I told you, this is nothing but the opening of sino-auricular aperture. Now I told you class that the sinus venosus will be present at the dorsal side. So where it is present at the dorsal side of the right atrium. So obviously यहाँ कोई opening तो होगी ना, that's how the sinus venosus will be entering into the right atrium. So this is the opening of the sinus venosus. So what do we call it as? Sinus, sino कहाँ से आया? Sinus venosus से, auricular means atrium की बात कर रहे हैं, and aperture means opening. So sinus auricular aperture will be present. Okay, and then here one more aperture is present, that means you can see here in the diagram opening of the pulmocutaneous arch. Okay, so only one is shown, that is opening of the pulmocutaneous arch. Now all these openings are optional class. If you don't want to mention, completely it's your wish. You if you don't want to mention, don't mention. Now what is so compulsory for you to mention? Right precavial, left precavial, then right atrium, left atrium, then ventricle, then postcavial, then these arch name, carotid arch, systematic arch, pulmocutaneous arch, all these aortic arches. These all labelings are super important for you. I hope I made this diagram super easy and clear to you people. Thank you.